We have a rule in our house that if the cheese sits out for at least 10 minutes, it's anyone's game, but I'll save half for Steve's medicine. I present the Big Mac Casserole. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Is that how it goes? They don't call me the music queen. So there's a couple of ways to make this casserole. You could make everything from scratch, but I like to use the real deal in my casserole. I'm not messing around. I want it to taste just like the real thing. But if you're a naturalist, feel free to waste your time making your patties and your buns and getting all of those ingredients together. It's a time waster. This, cut your time in half. Let's just have a look at a Big Mac and see what's all in it. Comes this cute little box. Layers. First layer, bun. Second layer, meat. Now we've got pickles, lettuce, special sauce. That's another layer of bun, meat, cheese, and more special sauce. McDonald's was kind of ahead of its time. This is more a casserole than a burger. So many flavors in one. I'd eat this now, but we gotta make a casserole. Mama's hungry. So we all know a Big Mac is delicious, but what I'm gonna do is take the Big Mac apart, add a couple more things to it, layer it up, throw it in the oven, and make it better. Let's make a casserole. First step, I'm gonna take all the burgers out of the boxes. Now I have 8 burgers here. I usually like to double the recipe for my family, so 1 burger per person, and then we've got 8, that's enough for leftovers. Because I love leftovers. And some fries for the road. Ooh, bag fry. That's the best one. Can't leave this guy stranded. Not getting away from me. No way. Now let's cut up these burgers. Just gonna clean up my mess here a little bit. Gotta have room to work. Now first things first, I'm gonna squish all my burgers down. Ugh. Are easier to cut this way. I love this part. Kind of soothing. It's almost like a stress ball. Stress ball in my kitchen. After a long day with the kids and Steve in my ear, squish them down. Then I'm going to cut them in 4. When people know that I am making my special McDonald's casserole, everyone suddenly wants to come over and visit. Even Missy stops by. You know, she never stops by, but she stops by on Big Mac night. Don't you, Missy? Don't you, Missy? I'm no dummy. I know you're after my Big Mac casserole, and that's all right, because it's delicious. As I'm cutting these, take a minute to notice that I picked out some special flair with my red and yellow bow, some ketchup and mustard in my hair, and my all-American brooch here, because this really is an American staple. And I bet you didn't know that the very first McDonald's was in Illinois. It was northern Illinois, but it was in Illinois. Isn't that cool? Now that we're all cut up, we're gonna take these little sandwiches and put them in a large bowl. The bigger the bowl, the better the casserole. So we're just gonna go ahead and drop these in here. There we go. Now, I know a few people who would take a spoon and just go to town on this, but we're not done yet. We gotta keep going, so hold your horses. Next step, we are going to take all the ingredients that are in a Big Mac and add more. We've got French dressing, onions, pickles and relish, my favorite, and trusty mayo. Okay, let's start with pickles, my favorite. You can never have enough pickles. Relish, another pickle product. When it makes that sound, you know it's coming out. Whoa! And mayo. I don't like to leave any mayo behind. It's all that flavor. Some people like icing. I like mayo. So I don't want to talk about the calorie count of this casserole. This casserole isn't about health. This casserole is about treating yourself. This casserole is about doing something for yourself that feels good. What feels better than a Big Mac? Casserole. I need to add the onions and I'm gonna stir it up. I mean, there's just no way to stir this. You gotta scoop from the bottom, pull it on top. This one's gonna have some weight to it. There's a lot of bread weight here. I'll just say that. I wanna be up front for all those carb conscious people. There's some bread in this casserole. Really, I feel like the weight is coming from the mayo. Now that this is all mixed, we're gonna add some cheese. You know, making casseroles in the kitchen is a workout. Adding that cheese in, getting that folded in, this is not for the faint of heart. Here in Central Illinois, cooking in the kitchen is work. It's a job. Now, this is a supersized Big Mac casserole. You know, I like to have 2 burgers per person in my household. But if you want to start small, start with 4 burgers. You know, if you're just starting to experiment yourself. Oh, my arms are tired. Now, you might think that we're just going to throw this in the casserole dish and bake it. Not the case. We're going to elevate this dish. We're going to start with a layer of bottom bun. Layer with the buns. I think I could probably fit about 6 in here. And I have enough that I could maybe make 2 casseroles out of this. Make one for now, freeze one, eat one later this week. Once you have the bottom bun layer, we're going to need the cheese. My favorite, singles. Controversial, maybe. My favorite, definitely. I'm going to put 1 piece of cheese on each bun. You can use more, of course. Cheese is a personal preference. Cheese product. Cheese product. Okay. Time to add the slurry. Now, this isn't as slurry-ish as you might think, but it's a slurry. It looks like a storm in there. Storm of the most delicious thing you've ever tasted. I just drop it in. Start with a couple spoonfuls. Whew! It's that arm workout again. Just get enough in here, enough layer. And then, got fries. What is a Big Mac without fries? Usually I'd have more, but I got hungry earlier and I had about half of them on the way home. Next, cheese. Now you're gonna wanna remember where that last layer of cheese and bun was underneath, because we are making burgers here. So I'm guesstimating they're somewhere close to the edge of the pan. Last one, buns. My favorite part of the bun on top, and there's our burger. Oh, whew. All right. Now you might be saying, Jody, those buns are gonna burn in the oven. No, they're not. We're gonna use a little tin foil to cover this puppy up. Gotta protect those buns. Let's put it in the oven. Now, since this is already cooked, you can keep it on low setting and slowly cook it, or you can put it on high and just warm it up. You just need to melt that cheese, and then it'll kind of, you know, create that burger within a burger. Which is the whole reason we're making this casserole, taking a burger and infusing it with a deconstructed burger to make another burger, a new burger. Jody, you're the casserole queen. Big Mac casserole. A perfect marriage. Can you believe it? I can't. We're cooking. And let's get that casserole. Okay, you ready? Ooh, Jody, you have outdone yourself. Look at that Big Mac in a Big Mac casserole. Saucy. To be respectful to my viewers and so you can see all of the layers, I am going to use a fork and knife. Oh my God. Oh my God. Steve! Oh, I need a minute. So good. Steve! Just want to take a minute to enjoy this masterpiece in silence. I even forgot the garnish. I was so excited to take a bite. We can't forget that. Well, cold crunch on top. Round 2. That's it. That's it. There you have it. Big Mac casserole. Excuse me. Now, if I was going to rate the appearance of this casserole, while I know it's a masterpiece, I would probably give it a rating of about a 7.6. Just because it's kind of a messier casserole, although it is exciting with all those colors in there. It's like Picasso. I mean, precision is not everything. This is like abstract art. It's like splatter paint, you know, it's graffiti artists. Those people are popular, just like this casserole. For flavor, this one dials in at 11.5. The flavor is incredible. My mouth is just enlightened with possibility. Look out, McDonald's. There's a new clown in town, Jody. Again, thanks for tuning in today. Please remember to like and subscribe and share. Everyone needs a great casserole, so stick around. There's more where this came from.